Well, time to go into debt again. Let me show you. So what I'm wanting to do is wanting to do something that's kind of dumb, honestly. Wanting to take out $1 million loan. Now I found a mod because of course I did. That lets you take out up to $10 million when you are level 35 or higher. Why level 35 and not 40? I don't know. It is what it is. Um, from level 0 to 3, it's the standard, like 125 or whatever. And then level 3 or 4, you get to take out 500,000. And then level 10, you get to take out 1 million. At level 20, you get to take out 2.5 mil. Level 30, you get to take out 5 mil. And then level 35, you get to take out 10 mil. Honestly, if you need to take out $10 million and spend it all, that's a lot of freaking money. You can do a lot with 10 mil. If you're smart. Which, I'm about to do something that proves that I'm not very smart. Because the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to take out $1 million loan, but I'm going to do it in $125,000 increments. I'm going to take out 8 125K loans, which will nearly $20,000 a day if I let it go payment after payment. But the reason I'm taking out 1 mil in that way instead of just taking out a one big chunk is I'm not sure how much money I actually need. I could take out $1 million, sure, and be safe, but I'd have to pay this off over 140 days. The problem with that, here's the biggest issue that I have with the loan system in this game. You cannot pay back chunks at a time. For example, if I take out 8 $125,000 loans and I end up needing all 8 of them to cover whatever I'm doing, so $1 million, when I get $125,000, I can pay it back. Where if I take out a big chunk loan, like a $1 million loan, it is all or nothing. Cool, I just made $150,000. I'm going to pay $100K onto my loan. Oh, wait, I can't because this bank system is dumb. I keep going back to it, but Farming Sim has a way better loan system. Even the mods for the loan system are better. I really wish that someone would, make a good mod system or modded loan system, words are hard, for this game. But unfortunately, they haven't yet. I mean, this one's good, but it's not as good as what I'd like. I'd like to be able to do like, well, like I said, pay back little chunks at a time. If I take out $1 million loan, I want to be able to pay back $100,000 when I get an extra $100,000. You know what I mean? But whatever. So we're going to take out 8 of these. And last but not least, 8. So if I let this actually take out the payment, it's $20,000 damn near it. Well, 18,216 per day, which is a lot, but I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. What I am going to do is I'm going to buy a garage. I'm going to buy the Denver garage, that is. I'm going to buy the small version of the garage. And now I'm going to buy a truck. Um, Honestly, the truck that I want to get is a Freightliner because I don't have one in my fleet. I also don't have a Mack Anthem in my fleet. So what I might actually do first before I buy the Freightliner is I might buy the Mack Anthem. Somebody is going to get a brand freaking new truck. And obviously it's going to be me, first of all. But then when I, trade it out, which I will do eventually, someone is getting a brand new truck. So let me explain what my actual overall goal is. All of my trucks are used trucks, right? I have not actually spent the money to buy a brand new truck. Even though I don't technically need to do that, and honestly, I don't want to get rid of the International, so there's that. Um, but I don't really need to spend the money on brand new trucks. So, what am I trying to say? I don't really need to spend the money on trucks because a truck is a truck, right? But somebody is actually going to get a brand new truck besides me, and I'm kind of looking at who is making the most money. Which I probably shouldn't do truck manager. I should probably do driver manager. Whoever is making actually the most money, I will probably end up giving the new truck to. Which is kind of looking like it's going to be Phil. Because of course it is. Um, yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. Anyway, let's buy the truck. I'm gonna get a Freightliner first, I think. Or should I get a Mack? Let's, uh, let's check the Mack first. I do want a Mack Anthem. I have a Pinnacle. I want an Anthem. What motors are available? MP7. 3406. 4 series. Um, yeah, if I did that, I'd be getting this as a brand new truck. So, um, I don't necessarily need a retarder, I don't think. And I'm not really sure which of these transmissions is actually better. Is it better to have a lower gear ratio final gear with a higher gear ratio differential? Or higher gear ratio, uh, higher number gear ratio for the final drive, for final gear, and a lower number for differential? I'm not sure. But that's the one that we're going with, even though it does have a retarder. Which, actually, I think I'll just do that without the retarder. Let's see. Paint job. What can we do? This can actually have the paint job that I want. And it has the gold pup dog. Heck yeah. Let's see. 70-inch sleeper. That's a big sleeper. Let's see. Um, I don't necessarily want something that's not going to be very maneuverable. so we're gonna go with that, perhaps. Um, Gotta have doubles. That's just kind of the rule. If you're gonna drive a truck, you gotta have double stacks. Even though that covers it, I'm not gonna do it. Nope, not doing it. That just looks goofy in my opinion. Let's do legacy, legacy, and that'll be it. Even though I like the sun visor, I'm gonna go with something a little less. Do I have full fenders? I do not get full fenders. That's annoying. Um, there's the button. Chrome tank. That looks pretty good. Chrome, 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 and more chrome. Because of course, got a headache rack between that. Do I need the mirrors? If you haven't already noticed, I do really, really like the look of chrome. Uh, do progressive. Like nuts. And caps. Premium Mac. These are progressives. Yep. Um, how do the seagulls look? Yeah, that's actually what I want right there. Those are not bad looking at all. Alright. Now for the interior. Premium, because reasons. Interior accessories. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Paint job. Not a real huge fan of the maroon color, but that ain't horrible. Almost dropped my back scratcher. Um, yeah, let's do that. Now I have a Mac Anthem in my fleet. Um, Let us drive it along with a drop deck trailer instead of what I'm using now. I've decided that I actually just prefer drop deck, even though it's kind of boring cargo. It's good money, right? Um, doing fuel isn't bad, but yeah, let's actually buy a grain hopper trailer. Something actually, I haven't actually um, hauled before. I don't know if I want to do a trailer like that or like that. That's very common, so I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Let's see. I think I'll do the 40 foot. I'm not too worried about it. Do the gray. More lights because reasons. Um, single chrome. Really? That don't look horrible. I'm gonna go with exclusive chrome on these. Chrome's door. Exclusive. And of course, do we have anything that I can do it from? Yes, we do. Chrome wall. Why? Because reasons. This is almost $70,000, which is half the price of the reefer that I bought, so it's fine. Now let's see if we can actually make some money with this. I'm really hoping that we can, because I just spent a lot of freaking money. But before we do that, let's pay off some of the loan. 125, 125, and 125. Let's go ahead and do one more. That'll leave me 118,000 to play with. Trailer manager. Grain hopper. Use it. Yes. And there we go. Seat adjustments. Field of view. 90 degrees. That's going to be kind of annoying, but it's fine, I guess. Not a real huge fan of the, I'm not a real huge fan of being, like, where I have to look to my left to see the mirrors. I prefer the indoor, like, inbound mirrors more. So, that's fine. Let's see what this thing sounds like. That's a good motor. A little weak, but it's fine. Let's see, cargo market. Do we have anything coming out of Moab? No, we don't. Price to San Francisco. That's not horrible. I don't want to go to California, so we're going to... Um... Let's go to Fort Collins, I guess. Now, the pickup is, you know, a fairly long drive away, but it's fine, I guess. Actually, I know it's fine because I can just quick travel. I know that there's a job in price, so we're going to spend a little money to make money. when it decides to load. There we go. Cargo market. On to Fort Collins. I need to clean my glasses. Be right back.
The next day.
Alright. And that ain't horrible, I don't guess. That's fine. I do need to adjust the mirror in a little bit, though. That's fine right there. Also, I need to adjust my seat where I'm actually up a little bit. About right there. Let's see if I can turn the engine brake sound up just a little bit. It drives pretty good for the 5 minutes I've been on the road. Brand new truck and I'm already getting it dirty. Oh, well, that's easy. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I had no idea that they did this. I am genuinely smiling right now. That is that is awesome. I didn't think that they would actually do the animation like in Farm Sim or anything. That's friggin' cool right there. Hell yeah, that's just friggin' neat. Now I have to turn this beast around, which I don't know that I'm going to be able to. Looks to be a trailer in the way. Can I squeeze by? Yeah, I can. See if I can make the turn. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of room. I can drive another semi through there. Now I'm curious if the unloading process is going to be the same. How much is this stuff? 46,000 pounds. That ain't bad. And this truck don't care. Yeah, this rig's not bad at all. So I also found a mod that is a drivable Ford F-150. So if I start doing this more like a Let's Play, like a Let's Play role play, rather, I actually have a truck that I can buy and drive. Can't really see for the threes. I did not turn the engine off. At least I didn't think I did. Speed limit 80 miles, 65, okay. $60 an hour down the road. left mirror is adjusted in just a little far. Just a little bit. I think it's fine, though, honestly. I do wish that exhaust note was a little louder, but it's fine. So far, thoughts on this truck? Pretty good. It pulls like nothing's back there. It does not care. Sounds pretty decent. Thought they would stop the road there for a second. This is a 12 speed, not a 13 speeds. Mm. Starting to show just a little bit on the weak side. In my opinion, I should be doing 80 right now, but I am hauling almost 50,000 pounds, so makes sense. I get down to 75, 74, that's plenty fast, honestly. Get off the buzz strips, or rumble strips. Quite a bit of body roll with this truck compared to the Kenworth or even my Western Star. I gotta turn the exhaust nut up, like the engine brake. Gotta have that sound better. Let's see. It's all the way up too, which is kind of annoying. Let's turn the engine sound all the way up. What's it actually sound like at 100%? Ain't bad, but y'all will never be able to hear me if I talk. So, Put that back down to about 50%. Let's do, what was it, 40%? I don't know. Anyway. Still probably kind of loud, to be honest with you. It ain't bad. Way station. I can bypass. Six hours left. That's quite a while. So I tried ETS2. I played it a little bit on my own time. Haven't recorded anything on it yet. Found a few mods. The just quality of life mods, basically. I'm not real sure that I'm too enthused about actually playing it. We'll see. Well, you'll know by the time this video comes out whether or not I actually start playing it. I'm thinking I'll probably have done the release schedule like this is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But again, you'll probably know by the time this video comes out because this video is not going to be out till June. and it's still April, by the way, when I'm recording this. There's a lot of body roll with this truck. But I mean, it's a pretty good truck. I'm happy with it so far. Has pretty good sound. Wish the exhaust was a little bit louder, but I mean, it's fine. Kinda thinking about taking that one day. That could have been today, actually. Or this trip, rather. I know the tire noise is quite bad, quite loud. I don't know how bad it is for y'all, but it's kind of annoying for me. But the next brand new truck I buy is going to be a Freightliner, I believe. believe. I don't have one in my fleet, and I want one. But someone is going to get a brand new truck here shortly, and it's going to have a sleeper on it, so it's going to be a nice truck. I'm kind of thinking maybe give it to the one with the International. I'm not getting rid of the International, though, so don't worry about that. Mainly because you can't actually get that version of the International as a new truck. For whatever reason, the International 9900i is not available in the actual truck dealership. It's only available as a used truck, which is fine. I don't mind that. I think it's because it's an older style truck, like the Peterbilt 389 and 379, Kenworth W900 and stuff like that. Speaking of W900, supposedly, I don't know if this is true, I haven't really looked up anything about this, but Kenworth has stopped production of the W9. I don't really know why. It's a luxury truck, that's for sure. Like if you drive one of those and you're driving something that's pretty, like, kind of bragging rights, if you know what I mean. I know the, like, T680 and T800, I think it is, or T880 or something like that. They're more modern, they're more fuel efficient and stuff, they're more aerodynamic and whatever. But you can't beat an iconic truck like the W900. Just, you can't do it. I cannot see the lines of the road, so I don't know if I'm on my lane or in their lane or on the side of the road or what. Really nice drive. Even though I've done it 100 times, it's still a nice drive. If I was a trucker and I had this run to make uh, every week or whatever, I wouldn't complain too much. Really, Amy? She costing me money. So, playing ETS2 again. um, actually makes me want to play Trucker MP again. Um, and I may see if I can get one of my friends to join me in that. And we do like a convoy series or something. Um, I'm not sure what all is involved in a convoy game. I know what would be really cool is to be able to have like a um, well, this would be a lot of work for them, but basically have this become like an MMO style game, where you sign on to a company, which would be like a guild in other games, I guess, and you make money based on the company. You know, that'd be kind of fun. It'd also be kind of cool if you could do dispatch mode on here. Are you gonna drop a gear? Are you seriously gonna hold 12th the entire way up the mountain? There it goes, finally. I think this is actually one of my weakest trucks, like power-wise. Which, I mean, it's not weak by any means. I think it's still like a 575 horse. I forget. I honestly forgot what motor I put in it. I know it's a Mack motor. Yeah, then the Jake brakes are just way too quiet for me. Now we're gonna go down the mountain. Speed limit is 65, so if I can get to 60, I'll be happy. Nope, now we're going up a hill again. going left here. I'm still very bad at keeping it between the lines in my lane. But I am trying. So, there's that. It's gonna be dark before I get the unloads. Let's see. I should probably slow the hell down. Oh yeah, I definitely want to slow down. My fuel economy is absolute garbage. And turn my lights on. Can I turn the road noise down? It was in this a while ago, but truck noise, trail noise. It's fine. It's nice. I've apparently never been this way to Port Collins before. I cannot wait till they get to Tennessee and Kentucky where I know my way around. Like I will recognize the interstates like I-40, I-24, I-65, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna risk it. I might regret it. This don't make no damn sense. Why did it make me turn like this when I could have just went this way and done it that way? Perhaps it wants me to see that there's a garage here, and it wants me to buy the garage. Like it's trying to tell me, buy the garage. You know you want to. Again, risking it. This truck does not like to go under 50. Yep, that's right. Now I wonder. The loading was friggin' cool. How's the unloading? It's probably not nearly as cool. No. It's not gonna be nearly as cool. That's sad. I was hoping that it would be like, drive through here and park here and it unloads automatically. It'd be pretty cool. But nope. It is what it is though. I think it'd be kind of cool if they did that for all the trailer types, like all the loading stuff. Of course, I understand, you know, adding an animation for that kind of stuff is probably very difficult. I mean, my truck's not even straight, but my trailer's straight, so I guess it's good enough for them. So, there we go. So yeah, that was a fun drive. And I do honestly mean that was actually a fun drive. Um, did I actually level up? No, I didn't. But see, now I have $174,000. Now I can pay back my loan. And now we're in the territory of it's being cheaper than the $1 million loan. And I'll have this paid off within the next 5 or 10 videos. If that. Um, yeah, I do apologize for this being actually like a long video because of, you know, the customizing the truck and stuff, but that's part of the fun of getting a new truck, right? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, share with friends, all that stuff, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye for now.